On December 2, 2020, President Trump gave a historic speech on the impact of election fraud. He said, "This is probably the most important speech I've ever given. If we don't eradicate fraud, the huge and terrible fraud that happened in our 2020 election, we won't have another country. I have no higher duty as president than to defend the law and constitution of the United States." President Trump implies that China is behind the rigged election. To save America, Trump needs to defeat the CCP and its co-conspirators in the US. Luda Media compared President Trump to President Abraham Lincoln. Trump is fighting a war against a modern slavery system built by the CCP. No one is free until everyone is free. American elites permit the rise of modern slave owner, the CCP. Instead of condemning the Tiananmen massacre in 1989, American elites enriched themselves by colluding with the CCP and sent American capital and technology to communist China. The CCP has reaped most of the benefits as China became the world factory. Today, China's foreign exchange reserve is only $3.1 trillion compared with the top CCP family's overseas assets of more than $20 trillion. According to M.O.S. interview on August 29, 2020. On the other hand, Chinese people are toiling away in sweatshops and suffering from the long-term consequences of environmental degradation by China being the world factory. Americans are victims too, as they lost high-quality jobs to the slaves in communist China. Today, America is under attack from the CCP's bioweapon COVID-19 and interference in the US election. If America loses this battle, the CCP will turn the entire world population into its slaves in the name of building a community of shared future for mankind. Like President Lincoln, President Trump has realized that the US needs to abolish modern slavery to save itself. The suffering endured by Americans and Chinese are punishments from God for putting up with the CCP in the last 70 years. Let's take down the CCP and make America and China great again.